Topping today's news, the Parliamentary Registration Commissioner addressing voter registration concerns. The Chinese government responds to the United States comments regarding the contract to build a new hospital. Teachers reject a government proposal for salary increases. And we hear from a Bahamian living in Cuba under worsening conditions there. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. It's a pleasure to have you join us this evening. Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands says they have been made aware of concerns by Bahamians registering to vote. In a press release issued on Sunday, Dr. Sands says they have confirmed incidents at registration centers, including South Beach and the Mall, where first-time voters, many of them young Bahamians, were improperly discouraged or turned away. He said in these cases, individuals holding valid Bahamian passports were told they could not register because their passports expire later this year. He said no such law exists. Sands also said they have identified voters who registered or transferred in person as far back as November 2025, yet their names do not appear on the electronic register that was issued on January 29th this year. The F&M chairman said these delays raise concerns, serious questions about data handling, internal controls, and whether the system is capable of keeping accurate records in a timely manner. He said a credible election depends on a registration system that is orderly, consistent, and fair. He said it is clear that this standard is not being met. As a result, Parliamentary Registration Department Commissioner Harrison Thompson released a statement this morning where he said all revising officers were trained and directed to facilitate all eligible applicants once they present a valid Bahamian passport. Applicants presenting a passport that has recently expired or is nearing expiration are also processed once the passport has not been canceled. He said claims suggesting otherwise are incorrect. Mr. Thompson also confirmed that contrary to claims by the Free National Movement chairman and others, mainly on the island of Abaco, the department does not employ or utilize interpreters at any registration center. Thompson said the Parliamentary Registration Department remains committed to ensuring that all eligible Bahamians are registered fairly, lawfully, and without obstruction. On Saturday, a spokesperson from the Chinese embassy rebuffing comments made by U.S. Ambassador to the Bahamas, Herschel Walker, who urged the government of the Bahamas to cancel its deal with the Chinese Exim Bank to build a new hospital because the deal does not appear to be in the best interest of the Bahamas, submitting to Chinese laws and labor standards. Well, the Chinese spokesperson said the new hospital is a livelihood project financed through a highly preferential loan undertaken at the request of the government of the Bahamas. It was jointly advanced by both sides on the basis of mutual respect and friendly consultation. The project aligns with the healthcare needs of the Bahamas and serves its best interests as Chinese. The spokesperson went on to say it is China's consistent policy and practice to respect the sovereignty of the Bahamas and to support its independent choice of development paths and partners, and that China-Bahamas corporations involve no geopolitical calculations, targeting no third party, and should not be interfered by any external party. The Bahamas Union of Teachers, they have voted overwhelmingly to reject the salary counter proposal from the government for the new industrial agreement from 2025 to 2028. Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson said at a membership meeting, members from Grand Bahama to Inagua voiced their disapproval of the proposal. She added that surveys were conducted and results show that the Bahamas Union of Teachers members voted overwhelmingly to reject that proposal. Mrs. Wilson says she has written to the Prime Minister advising that the counterproposal has been rejected and they await a speedy response from the government. Finally, in this segment, after hours of long delays for patients seeking dialysis today at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the Public Hospital Authority says the disruption was the result of staff call-outs due to legitimate reasons and not related to any industrial action. PHA sincerely apologized for the inconvenience and distress caused to patients and their families. The authority further confirms that dialysis services at the Princess Margaret Hospital have been fully restored, and all patients scheduled for treatment today were set to receive the necessary care. You're watching JCN TV News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials, where we'll hear from a Bahamian living in Cuba discussing the difficult living conditions there in recent weeks.